Hey, I'm William Baxter.
And I'm Paul Bell.
And I haven't slept much today. You?
No, not really.
Oh my god. Anyway, this is the week that was, and this is that review show. Alright, well folks and everything, it's been an interesting week. The Oscars have come and passed. Chris Rock did a pretty good job. He pretty much nailed it on the head with the good jokes and everything about the controversy and everything.
Well, he's a comedian. You'd hope he can, tell a joke.
Yeah.
If you can't, don't be a comedian.
Yes, exactly.
Common sense.
But other than all that and everything, let's get right to the winners and everything. But DiCaprio finally won his Oscar.
Yeah. Like we predicted, he fought the bear. So
Yeah.
He had to get it.
I'm sure the bear's like, I didn't get nothing.
You know what? The bear didn't get Best Supporting Actor either. He didn't even get nominated.
That's a shame.
That's speciesm, right there.
Speciesm.
Speciesm. How dare you not nominate the bear?
Oh my god, that's a new one. I gotta remember
There you go.
speciesm.
In a year where everything's about racism, the Oscars made it about speciesm. Wouldn't give the bear a nomination.
Well, too bad, now the horses and everything, and all the dogs and everything be like, hey,
There you go.
What about me?
Animals need awards too. Enough with the dog shows. That's just sad.
Best animal in a feature film.
I don't know. I'm very partial to the Kraken in Clash of the Titans. I don't think he got an award either.
No.
Some say he's fictional. I think that's just them being, kind of bitchy about it. Stole the show is what he did.
Didn't take much and everything to out what's his name into the movie.
Oh, the guy that played Perseus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name and everything.
No, nobody can remember his name. Hell, the best line of the movie was Unleash the Kraken. So. Of course, you have it delivered by Liam Neeson. I don't think anything can go wrong. Bring me a drink! He's good.
Yeah.
He's good. We need this. Yeah.
I've got to take a leak.
There you go. I'd hope he wouldn't have to do it in all that armor. It'd take some time.
Well, Best Picture went to Spotlight.
Yeah.
That's not a big shocker and everything. Unfortunately, Sylvester Stallone did not get the award. It was Mark Rylance for Bridge of Spies.
Yeah. I blame that on the cancer that Rocky got. Yeah.
But Best Actress in the leading role was Brie Larson, which a lot of people are happy. Those who don't know who Brie Larson is, I recommend this TV show, The United States of Tara. It's out there on DVD or probably checking on Netflix too and everything. Really good show. She's been around for a while and she did a really great job in Room. And then of course Best Director went to what's his name? Ed Jalil.
Alejandro.
Yeah. That's right.
I didn't take Spanish in high school.
Neither did I.
I didn't take any language in high school.
Anyway, he directed
Alejandro Gonzalez. I can't pronounce his last name. I'm not going to try.
Well, he directed
Gravity. Yeah.
He directed Gravity and Birdman.
Yeah.
2 prior years, and
He owes Keaton a thank you, is what he does.
And he directed this movie that DiCaprio won was
Yeah.
I keep forgetting the name.
Revenant.
Yeah. I keep saying Relevant.
No, because you keep thinking like I do. The bear deserved a bigger tag than that.
Wait for the sequel, Bear. Okay.
There you go. Round 2. You know what? Sylvester Stallone can play Rocky training the bear.
Yep. There you go.
See that.
But yeah, other than that and everything, the guy who did the music for Hateful Eight, he won. This was John Williams' 50th time being nominated, so that's a record right there. That says a lot, for the man's career and everything. He may not have won 50 Oscar nominations, John Williams is the master when it comes to scores. But all of that and everything, other than a few, jokes and everything, especially at the end and everything. Chris Rock's got the Girl Scout cookies that his daughter's trying to sell, and then at the end, after Spotlight won and everything, he's like, Girl Scouts. Morgan Freeman comes walking right up and just grabs a handful and shoves them in his mouth. And
That was Tracy Morgan, wasn't it?
No.
Morgan Freeman?
It was Morgan Freeman.
Oh, good lord.
But Morgan Freeman, like a pimp, just walked off. He strutted right off the stage after he did that. I mean, if you look at some of the footage, it's on YouTube and everything. But Morgan Freeman just strutted right off and everything, like a pimp and everything. He's like, I got my cookies.
He's got the voice. He can do whatever he wants. He's like James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah. The voice just makes everything better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But listen, it was a pretty good show. Those who won, I think, deserved it.
Yeah.
I know a few people got mad that The Revenant didn't get Best Picture and everything.
Yeah.
But yet again, it was a tough category. There was tough categories all around. There was everybody in those categories deserved to be there. They were good. There was a great awards.
I was excited to see how Mad Max did.
Yeah.
Mad Max did extremely
There
well.
was six nominations. They were all technical, but sick. I mean, even Road Warrior, which is one of the cinematic best filmed movies and everything, and one of the few movies that was actually shot in sequence from the storyboard script on, it surpassed its predecessors and everything. And after 30 years and everything, from being absent from film and everything, Mad Max was still relevant and everything.
It's still a heavy comeback. I mean, one of the best things about it, as we talked about in previous reviews, was the fact that visually it was just on point.
Mm-hmm.
And I think those nominations and those awards that it won just proved that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a wonderful.
Yeah.
I highly recommend you all see Mad Max, Fury Road. But okay, well, let's get past the Oscars and everything, and then let's talk about. It just came out. I think it was yesterday. The Ghostbusters trailer finally came out. We're finally getting some footage of this brand new Ghostbusters. It stars Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig. It's directed by the same guy who did Bridesmaids with him. Paul, I'm going to throw this one to you at first because I'm going to say this. I'm not against the whole all women's Ghostbusters thing, but this and Kristen Wiig's funny. Melissa McCarthy can be real funny too from time. And she's a hit and miss in some movies. She was great in Bridesmaids, but Paul, I'm going to throw this one to you.
I don't like it. Visually, I don't like it. I mean, we were talking about it earlier. I get the feeling that basically the only draws for this movie, I'd say there's maybe 5 things. One, the name of Ghostbusters. That'll be a heavy draw for anybody that doesn't keep up with it, that kind of thing. You hear Ghostbusters, you immediately think of, Murray and Aykroyd and them. You think back to the original works,
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to get people that are old school fans that are like, I'd like to take my kid to see, Ghostbusters when I saw it as a kid, But besides that, I'll give it this. From the trailer, the visual effects seem pretty good. Cartoonish, in my opinion. I understand it's not supposed to be a serious movie, like nothing like an action or a drama movie, but I don't know. It just seemed a little cartoonish, a little childish. It seems like it's going to rely very heavily on slapstick comedy.
Mm-hmm.
It seems a lot to me that Melissa McCarthy's name is basically the biggest pull they got.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the cameos. They're going to have Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd, coming in as cameos. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a big money maker. I don't think that it's up to par with the 2 past Ghostbusters. I mean, I just don't see a lot coming from this movie. It's not that I have a problem with the people they've cast, but their characters don't seem to be very well thought out or very well planned.
If you had made this Ghostbusters 3, acknowledge the past, and then just say, okay, these are the new ones that are taking on these, the guys' roles. They're retired and they're taking on, what needs to be done is that somebody hasn't been able to take the mantle and everything, and these ladies are the ones that are going to do it. I would have probably been more at ease, with this.
It would have been easier. I mean, it would have been something that they'd have been able to ease you into.
Yeah.
But from the plot that I've seen from the trailer so far, I can't get on board with it.
I mean, in the beginning of the trailer, it says 30 years ago, 4 scientists and everything band together to save the world and everything. And, yet they've already told us that this ain't gonna have anything to do
Yeah.
with the previous two films and everything. That it's a complete new universe, and that right there just kind of, like, wait a minute.
I think if it was a completely new universe, they might as well change the name, because I mean, it just doesn't seem like anything remotely there
Yeah.
to tie it to the old Ghostbusters, other than the fact of I believe you see the
You see
Ghostbuster emblem, you see Slimer, you see things that tie back to the original movies.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even Ecto 1, I mean, and the movie Ecto 1 was an ambulance.
Yeah.
And this one, it's a really horrible looking hearse.
Yeah.
I mean, she says it's a Cadillac and everything. I'm like, Cadillacs don't look that bad. But, it just looked like, it just looked like a really bad knockoff somebody did in the garage, just to get it done for Halloween time,
It seems like a movie that just is not going to play well for adults or fans of the older movies. I think kids might get a kick out of it. There seems to be a lot of, I guess you could say, obvious comedy.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I pointed this out to you a little earlier before we started filming. After we've seen the trailer, because you just saw the trailer for the first time.
No.
The thing about the original film back in '84 is that Aykroyd, when he originally conceived this movie and everything in the late '70s, early '80s, he had this idea that this is going to be a Belushi Aykroyd vehicle. And this is probably going to be the big one for him and everything. They had been in a few flops in between after Blues Brothers. The thing is that, there was a combination of that, still had that aura of surrounding Belushi's death and everything. It had been about 3 or 4 years since Belushi had passed, because he passed away in 1980.
Yeah.
And then you have Ivan Reitman, who have been directed a lot of great films, Stripes, Meatballs, co-produced Animal House, and you had guys who worked for National Lampoon's, the radio show, the stage production, and the magazine, Harold Ramis, and Ivan Reitman, and Bill Murray had participated in the National Lampoon show. And then you had Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis. Everybody had been part of the Second City comedy troupe. Harold Ramis and Rick Moranis. They'd all been on SCTV. And then, of course, Aykroyd and Murray and everything had been on SNL. So it was a combination of all that in one movie and everything. And all those movies and everything that they've done and everything had all boiled up and everything. And, with Harold Ramis jumping with Aykroyd to rewrite the script and everything, And Harold Ramis, people don't know how funny Harold Ramis was.
Well, I mean, one of his most recognizable roles was him in Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And he was very serious, very, intellectual. You didn't see a lot of comedic potential in that, even though I thought he was funny.
Yeah.
Just listening to him talk, hearing how he
And he's a great straight man.
Yeah.
I mean, but he directed also on National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yep.
And he Caddyshack and co-wrote Caddyshack. But all that stuff and everything, all those wonderful films and skits and characters that they've all done, they all came together into this one movie. And that's what made Ghostbusters so special and everything. It was a big highlight of the last 4, 5, 6 years and everything, of these guys' creativity and success and everything, all boiled up into one. And that's what made Ghostbusters so special and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Not to also, add the fact is that, you had Ernie Hudson, who was, as you said, he was the odd man out.
Yeah.
Ernie Hudson had been a character actor for many years and everything. And, everybody called him, the only black guy in the movie. He came in a little bit in the middle of the film. And it was kind of a change of pace. Ernie Hudson made that. Yeah. And he had that dynamic with them and everything. I haven't worked with you guys before, but I can click with you.
Yeah.
And he was a different feel towards that movie and everything. He gave and added.
Yeah.
I don't feel that with this at all. I don't feel it with this new Ghostbusters.
I can see where they tried to use the same character dynamics as the originals.
Mm-hmm.
They have the physicist,
Mm-hmm.
they have the engineer, they have kind of the charismatic group leader.
Yeah.
And of course, the odd man out. But I just don't
don't have the Pete Bateman.
No, they don't.
They don't have that dynamic and everything. No. It's like we don't need that type of attitude in our new film and everything. He's so past
that
that.
attitude in everything.
Yeah, I mean,
we all have. and everybody's dynamic. You know, you always have that sarcastic, charismatic friend that you look at him and you think, God, I want to smother him in his sleep. But
we made, and they made him the leader and the lead in that movie in the original Ghostbusters, and that's what made Ghostbusters, because it that dynamic. You know, that character is usually a side character or a sidekick.
Yeah.
You know, the smartass and everything, but you know, he was made the lead. You know, he was the leader of the Ghostbusters, and that made you absolutely love Pete Venkman.
Yeah.
You don't have that. You know, it's like everybody's equal. You know, you got to have one character that stands out, that makes people go, I'm going to watch that movie because of him, and I'm going to enjoy everybody around him that's going to react towards him. And
well,
I
you
just don't
see
feel
that
it.
a lot nowadays. I mean, even in the Avengers.
Yeah.
I mean, the Avengers movies are good. They're visually excellent, but you have that. They want to make everybody an equal part to the Avengers. You know, you see the way the Hulk interacts. You see more as Bruce Banner. You know, just that kind of thing. You see him trying to equal everybody out when, you know, that's just not group dynamics.
Yeah.
It's not the way that, you know.
Everybody's supposed to
Humans
act towards
yeah.
people. You know, they're supposed to act to Cap or Iron Man.
Yeah.
You know, and that's. But you know, yet again, you said they're good movies, but.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't feel it with this Ghostbusters,
No.
and I mean, and maybe hopefully I'm going to be wrong. Maybe if I see the movie, you know, the wife says, "Oh, you don't like nothing new." I don't like the fact that this is not Ghostbusters. It doesn't feel like Ghostbusters. No. I mean, I was kind of excited, like, oh, it's a new Ghostbusters movie. You know?
I told you before we started filming. After I saw the trailer, it kind of reminded me of the live-action Scooby-Doo movie.
Yeah.
And I mean, even just looking at it visually. You cannot tell me there isn't similarities.
Yeah.
I mean, I looked at it and I thought, just, you know, these special effects are good, but they're very cartoonish. It seems, like I said, it seems more geared towards children to me.
Yeah.
Seems like one of those pickup movies, you know.
Yeah. I mean, and the first one, you know, was oddly enough, you know, it was PG. You know, everybody else's movies, you know, that they had been in had been rated R movies and everything with Ramis and. You know, Murray and Aykroyd, and Reitman, you know, they'd done a lot of R-rated comedies, but this time around, you know, they did something that, you know, everybody can go see. But that's it. I just don't feel it.
No.
I hate having to say that because I'm a big Ghostbusters fan. I love that original movie. I can
For
watch.
Christ's sake, it has one of the most memorable catchphrases of any movie. You know, who are you gonna call?
Yeah.
You know, I mean. There is not a person alive, at least that I know about, that hasn't used that at one point or another, or you know, had somebody say that and didn't immediately say Ghostbusters.
I mean, and it was the biggest. Yeah. It was the biggest money-making film of 1984. Yeah. And I mean, the album, you know, the theme song that Ray Parker Jr. did, and you know, the merchandise everywhere. Yeah. I mean, still to this day, you still see Ghostbusters T-shirts being sold, which you know, mine got stolen at one year. I think it was at Comic-Con. Someone stole my T-shirt.
Could have been a ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But you know, as said, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to waste the money to go see this in theaters.
No, I'll wait for it to hit Netflix.
Yeah.
And then I'll probably hate watch it. You know, just that. I don't want to, but I kind of have to. Oh dear God, no.
But I mean, as I told my son, you know, I told my oldest Asher and everything. I'm like, you know, don't you hate it because your daddy doesn't seem to like what he's seeing. See it yourself, you know. If it's for a new generation, it's for a new generation. There's nothing, you know, we're gonna have to do when they remake something. You still got the original films, you know, but that's how things go in this industry. That, you know, people will they're gonna remake something. You're not gonna like it.
I get the feeling it's gonna go the route of the Amazing Spider-Man. it just I got that feeling, man.
I mean, honestly, I told you, you know, if Aykroyd had been trying for 30 years to make Ghostbusters 3, the closest he got was a video game, which was a great game, and it was a very big selling game. But, you know, Sony basically wasted the money that they told Aykroyd they couldn't spend to get a Ghostbusters 3 made. And that I couldn't understand. Just Sony, you guys, I don't know what the hell, and you guys really, you got a lot of things on your plate and everything, and you know, you got a lot of people that are about ready to boycott your music because of that whole female pop singer and everything, you know, being forced to work with that producer that assaulted her. but I'm sorry I can't remember her name at this time. But you know, and plus you know you got the whole deal with basically you know the whole internet hacking thing that you guys had. But you know, you guys, you know, you better hope that
they crapped the bed and they haven't changed the sheets.
Yeah, I mean, you guys really should. You better hope that this movie does something, you know, and it better be funny because you know you got a brand name, probably one of the biggest brand names your company has on your plate and everything, and you know you better do it right. So, but all right, let's move along. Let's just hope that this does not tarnish the memory of a great film.
Yeah, or Harold Ramis.
Yes, exactly.
Would be excellent to see his ghost come back if the movie, you know, does bomb and
just bitch slap the
yes.
the executives over there filming.
You just see him appear in the boardroom, just across the face of their, you know, their president. Just, you get bitch slapped by a ghost? Yes, yes, sir, you did. Yeah,
that would be fun.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get back. Let's get to our next topic and everything. Well, Full House is back.
Yes.
Paul, you and I watched it. We watched the pilot episode on last Friday. I have to say, it had the feel of the original show. They were going for the corniness.
Oh, they hit the cornet.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of. I mean, I'll say this: they forced the nostalgic a little bit in this movie.
Bit, yeah.
You know, they were like ramming it, like, "Hey, this is our twins," you know, and hey, remember this person, and it just kept. You know, it was kept pounding you in the ass with the same, with the nostalgia.
They were hitting you over the head with, you know, this is a continuance.
Yeah.
You know? It's the same people you know, we're just adding something new.
Yeah. I mean,
kind of like when you know, Dr. Pepper became what is that? What is that now? The 21 flavor Dr. Pepper.
23 flavors or something. Yeah. But as I said, the first episode wasn't too bad.
Yeah,
it wasn't. I mean, I can feel the corniness, but you know, it was going for the nostalgia and the feel of the original show, which they mastered very well.
Yeah.
Of course, the DJ's is basically living the same life her father did, loses her spouse and everything, and you know, everybody comes in to help take care of
the kids.
They
basically followed the formula of the original.
Yeah.
You know, fairly closely. Of course, they had Stamos return. They
Yeah.
had Saget and, you know,
Coulier.
Yeah. Everybody returned except for the Olsons, which I don't.
They did make a point. They did make a little bit of a nod of like.
Oh,
really?
that wasn't a nod. That was a full-on slap in the face. Just, you know, they couldn't make it because they were, you know, doing their fashion film empire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they take a big pause and look into the camera. So yeah. That wasn't a nod. That was just, you know, hey, you guys, suck it. Yeah.
But I have to say, it said, you know, also one thing that kind of just struck me, like it's like they were trying to force the twins, like they're going to do a spin-off or something.
I don't know. I think they're probably
Jesse and Jesse's. I keep wanting to call him Snuffleupagus. I know that's not Stamos' character's last name.
Yeah.
But
Stamos' last name is damn. Now I'm blanking on it.
Staphylococcus or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But you know,
something Greek.
About you know, as I said, I was feeling that there was you know, they were trying to do a spin-off when it comes to the twins. But speaking of twins, I'm going to let you. This the meaning Full House, this new show Fuller House has a hidden meaning. Paul, please elaborate on it.
I do believe the name was come up in quite an interesting way. For some reason, you know, you see the title Fuller House, and then when you watch the first episode and even more the third episode, you understand why. I think that some executives may have been sitting around, you know, not quite named the show yet, but maybe saw some, you know, some casting, you know, maybe Jodie Sweetin trying on some things and went, yeah, she's cute, she's good looking. Damn, that's awesome. Some guy in the back just makes the joke, we ought to call it Fuller House. This guy's going places. He's going places. I can see what he makes. You know what? I'm gonna go see if she needs anything.
You know they're also thinking. You know there's going to be those guys who are going to sit there and watch. Well, we know why they call it Fuller House.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was.
So they got their demographics right on that.
Full on play on words. You know, it's kind of like when they did the Brady Bunch reunion. They brought back Marsha Brady. You know.
Yeah.
Everybody that had a crush on her back when, you know, was kind of like, damn, she looks better now. The cameras in the 70s weren't that great. You know, she did look a little better, but yeah. But yeah, they definitely grew up into some beautiful women. I'm gonna tell you that. Good Lord.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Even Gibbler looked better, which is odd to say. Because this is the same woman that can damn near kill anything with her feet just by the odor of them. So I mean, that's saying something.
I mean, they went for the nostalgic route, but you can tell that they're going to wave the show into more of a not kiddie friendly, but not raunchy. But they're going to get it in there because they're adults now.
It's going to be that middle ground. It's going to be that show that it can be a family show, and at the same time, as a dad, you can sit there and go, "I'm glad my kids are watching this, so I can look at this." No, honey, you don't need to see Inside Out. All right, the kids are happy with Fuller House. Dad's happy too. No, I will say that. You and I had a good laugh at the expense of, in the pilot episode, you see Jodie Sweetin in a red dress. It has no straps. You can see, her cleavage and whatnot, and she's holding a baby. Now, as somebody with kids, the both of us thought the same thing. That is just asking for a wardrobe malfunction. That's just asking for it. Because, I mean, as a parent, that kid is going to grab onto whatever article of clothing you are wearing and pull it. Yeah. I cannot tell you how many times I've been pantsed by my kids, all right?
Sure, the cameraman's like...
Yeah, he's praying for it.
Pull it down. Come on.
There's a reason why those cameras have stands, because he was behind it just, come on. Yeah. Yeah, I guarantee that.
I'm going to give you a moment of silence. Yeah. Go for it. Just have your moment.
Yeah, that's a good moment.
Do you need to be alone?
No, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
Stay out of the woods.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
Anyway, that was Fuller House. Yeah. Check it out. It's on Netflix. Already been renewed for a second season, so people are watching.
Yeah.
It's my friend of my wife's made the comment on Facebook that it was campiness, corniness, nostalgia.
It's very reminiscent of the original.
And they couldn't get enough of it.
No, it was a good show. I do still think that Dave Coulier is going to end up making that joke about, the woodchuck having in his pants. Just somewhere in there. I see it happening.
I'm just wanting to see the blooper reels and everything. Oh my God! Look at that, boobs.
There you go. The Uncle Jesse creepy uncle moment.
Have mercy.
What are you looking at? Don't worry about it.
How you ladies been?
Yeah.
And the other two are just like, we're over here, huh? But again, check it out. Fuller House on Netflix, and the whole season's on Netflix. Also new this week is Creed is now on Blu-ray and DVD. And Paul, you have been saying nothing but great things about this movie. I'm a big Rocky fan. Have been since I was a kid.
How can you not be a fan of Rocky? I believe if you don't root for Rocky, you're un-American.
My daughter loves Rocky.
There you go. I think it's just, Stallone before his talking got kind of worse. I can't say it got way worse. That's kind of, an uphill battle. Yeah.
Again, he got nominated for Best Supporting Actor.
I still blame the cancer. Yeah, he should have got that.
But again, he wasn't for this at first. The director, he wrote this story and everything. He was pushing Stallone to, I've got a great story that has Rocky in it, but it deals with the Apollo's son, and great way to basically kind of reinvigorate the franchise and make it a franchise of its own too.
I'm hoping to see a sequel.
Oh, I'm sure there's going to be a sequel. I'm sure
there better be.
I mean, the director's going to be doing. I believe he's going to be doing the Black Panther movie.
There you go.
For Marvel, but I'm sure he's going to be in some way connected to this movie with the story and everything, because he has to be part of it because he was the front runner for this movie. So it's out on Blu-ray and DVD. I'm going to be watching it this weekend and everything. So check it out. It's 100% proof. You know,
It
100%
kept my
Paul.
attention, and nothing keeps my attention. That's a proven fact.
Yeah, it's 100% Paul approved. So, again, just to let you all know and everything, next week we're not going to be doing a show because we're going to make space for my boys. They've got their own show starting up. It's called The Toy Box, and they are basically going to be reviewing toys. Don't be surprised if you see some stop-go animation on there too. I told the kids and everything because they've been doing good in school. So why you haven't really been seeing much of them? Just because their grades kind of slipped, and I told them you get your grades improved up a little bit and everything. Start doing a little better in school and everything. I'll give you a show, and they did it. I'm proud of them. They're good kids, and I know they do well. So please watch the show and everything. Boost their confidence and everything. They're very knowledgeable about toys. Of course,
Yeah.
Who's their father? Guess what? I have no life.
Is that a legitimate question? Who's their
Yes.
father? Because I think that can be.
There's no way. I know these are my kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can get a right answer. This isn't like the driving test. Just when do you use your turn signal?
We have
When
one.
I get one. What do you mean when you get one? Didn't we check those? My car doesn't always. She likes to wink at people. Yeah.
But yeah. Today, as you can notice, Onishin's not here, so we got the animals coming in now.
Yeah.
So, but
We
anyway,
tried to get it in her clothes, but
Cats
how
don't-
are those scratches?
it hurts.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what it's looking at.
Anyway, yet again, check the show out. It'll be on next week. And also, after this video, we'll be having our 50th video. It's going to be titled Worst of Volume 1. It's just a bunch of bloopers and stuff like that that we compiled over the past 6-7 months. I'm happy that we made it to 50 videos. A lot to do to this man right here and everything. he's helped out a lot and everything. And I can't wait to see what you pull out and everything.
Oh, there's plenty.
He's gonna. I told him he's got full range on this. Just have fun with it. Keep it under
There's
10
plenty of
minutes.
Ridiculousness. Yeah.
Keep it under 10 minutes.
There's a lot of blooper material. All I can do is try.
We try very hard to keep our videos down as much, but when we start ranting, it's like
There's a lot of Ritalin that goes into this shit.
yeah. So, but keep it a lookout for that and everything once it's posted. You can check us out on our Facebook like page. Also, that I'll be hopefully tonight, and I'll be reposting a lot of the last 4 or 5 episodes or videos. And thanks again for watching. To getting us up here to at least 50. It's not a lot compared to most channels, but for me, that's a milestone and everything. Getting to 50 videos and everything, and I'm really looking forward for the next 50. Just to let you all know, again, Comic-Con in Ocala will be coming up soon, so hopefully I'm going to be giving you more information on that. It'll be in June, and I'm telling you folks, you'll never have a better time and everything with the family. It is fun. It's absolutely. I had a blast last 3 years.
It's a place where kids can see superheroes.
Yeah, I mean, I had a blast. I mean, that's my first. It was my first episode for that review show. It was my second video posted on this channel, and I just had every year I keep having more and more fun and everything. And so I'll give you more details as soon as we get more, and hopefully I'll be able to do more press credential type of stuff next time around when it comes to that, because that'll basically be like the anniversary show or whatever. But again. Keep an eye out for those our new videos and the kids' new show. And again, I'm William Baxter.
And I'm Paul Bell.
And that's been the week that was here. And I just want to say thank you for watching, and please keep on watching.